I'm here because I have a dream. Because a person without a dream is nothing.
The stage is set. It's time to go.
This is Bushido Battleground.
Ooh, that was intense, let me tell you. Well, we're back on the Zoom with the director and producer of Bushido Battleground, Mr. Reko Moreno, and of course, JM Longoria. Thank you for coming back. You're a returning guest. And you're new to the zoo.
Yeah, I'm new to the zoo. So
well, but you know what to do, right?
It gets wild.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what to do when we count to three.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
Wow, you guys, yes. He came excited.
Yeah, he brought it for sure.
Well, that's exactly what we
He's
need
so
on the
excited
show.
and he just can't hide it.
Well, I've actually been very excited about this show, and I've been watching it. It's already on air. I've been following it. You know, you guys know I'm a big MMA fan.
Yes.
And you guys really got into not so much just the sport of MMA, but the stories of the personalities that make up a lot of these athletes. As we've talked about, we've actually had, you know, conversations outside of the today, and we talked about how some of these people are, you were surprised to see how human and how different they were. The personalities are not typical athletes. So give us a little bit more background on the show and the kind of people that you guys are following.
You want me to take that? Well, like he said before, it's really about the life of a fighter. Because a lot of times when you see a fight, you just think, oh, these guys are just going in and just throwing punches.
Right.
There's so much skill involved. And the thing is, we're not getting the guys at UFC at the highest level. We're getting guys that are starting out or guys in the middle. And these guys have regular jobs.
Wow.
Yeah, we have one girl. She's a firefighter. She actually fights
she's
in
a
Santa
tough
Barbara.
girl. She's
And
like-
then she trains at night. And I mean, when you see the discipline and the dedication that they have for this sport, I think regardless of what you're doing, you can take a lot from that and go, wow, if they're doing that, I can do something like that too. It's a very human story.
I'm going to sign up for UFC, folks. I just said it, yeah.
You should.
And you're going to be on Bushido Battleground.
Yeah,
You could be on next season.
Oh, my God.
Season 2. Recruit. We got to recruit.
It starts now.
This is your audition.
Yes.
Go. Oh my God, he's fierce.
Natural.
He's totally fierce. Wow.
Those kicks? Oh, man.
I know. I strike fear in your eyes, don't I?
Yeah, do a kick again.
Another kind of fear.
Is that the Dennis move? Like,
You know, I learned this from Batgirl in that old Batman show. She does like a kick like this.
He
It's
points
very,
the toes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can hit you with my big old toe.
Dennis, but you are very fierce. Just not in the
no,
same
yes,
way that it
It's
means
true,
fierce.
yeah. This is Mr.
Not
Fierce.
in an MMA way, you know, in a like I'm gonna go to WeHo and I'm gonna strut my stuff kind of fierce, you know? Yeah.
Have either of you ever
two. I like this.
have either of you ever experienced like any fighting yourselves or gotten motivated by the show to try and spar or anything like that?
I mean, we've gotten in a few fights ourselves.
Really?
Really? Like, really?
Not with each other. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't mean to bring up personal stuff, you know, just for me, like I would probably maybe try it myself, so I don't know if you guys have gotten in the ring at all.
I personally haven't. I know stories about him in the past,
You
but
have.
but I feel like we're at gyms like every day that
Yeah.
we should be training, and we're just like, wow, like we should just be doing what they're doing. Instead, we're over here
They're really
crafty
fit.
like this.
You can do it as a workout too,
Yeah.
but I did Muay Thai for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
That world is very close to me when I got to do it in Thailand, because we actually went to Thailand to film some of these guys.
Wow.
And big thing is one of the guys that we got, City Shy, I think we talked about it last time, he just won his last fight this past weekend. And it's cool to see this guy's career, because you get to meet him and talk to him and you're like, wow, you're so humble, you're such a sweet guy. But when he's in the ring,
Those kicks,
You
like,
can see the transformation.
Not like mine.
yeah.
they're different.
Yeah.
They're different.
But,
You don't want to get kicked by that at all.
Okay.
But JM, you know, we've talked about this. You weren't an MMA fan before this. You didn't know much about it. And, you know, as someone who, I remember when I first got into the UFC, it's because I watched a reality show called The Ultimate Fighter. And you got to see the personalities, and all of a sudden, I'm invested and now I want to see them fight. Before that, I kind of thought it was brutal. I didn't see that it was kind of a mess, to be honest with you. But then I slowly started getting into it. I ended up studying Muay Thai because I wanted to know about
You know how to do these moves?
I know how to do some moves, Dennis.
Okay.
Okay.
And he winked at me.
No, that's one of the moves. The wink.
I don't know what moves. I don't know.
I think we've matched our next episode.
No, he doesn't want any of this, and I don't want any of that. But anyway, Dan, I always love, like, I always try to get like some of my friends that are into it, you know, and including female friends as well, who are like, no, but then they watch it with me and they find out about the fighters and then they're invested in it and then they become fans. So did you go through that process, on the job? Because you're telling these people stories, and to begin with, you didn't really know much about it.
Oh, completely. Yeah, as I mentioned, like I didn't know much about the sports or the different disciplines, and I'm like, oh, this is a little bit barbaric. But once you're there with them, you get to know their struggles, the dedication, how much they really believe in this, and their careers. It's really aspirational, and you can apply it to anything in life. As a producer, as an actor, as a parent, anything like that, entrepreneur,
anything, yeah.
like it's really much more about that mindset and the discipline, I think, most importantly. But our show has a lot of heart, so you really hear their struggles and you see their families and what this really means to them, you know? Going back to Thailand, these kids are like 14, 15 years old, and they've been fighting since they were like 4 or 5.
Wow.
And they actually are, sadly enough, are removed from their families. And as they win, because they fight weekly, this is to help support their families.
So how did the whole project start?
We were actually working in live broadcasts, so live events with a federation called Brave MMA. And we were producing live events we were going live in like 60 countries or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like the life.
We've been to 60 countries.
No, we were going live. Our show goes
Oh,
live.
got it. Okay, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. No, we've been to like 14 countries in the past year or something like that.
That's amazing, though.
Crazy. But,
It's a lot.
and so that's how we started making sort of
You
the
need an
connections.
assistant, you know, I can volunteer.
Hey, I don't
To
mind
16
seeing shirtless
countries.
men beating each other up, all right? Just saying. Well, continue, Jan.
Okay, thank you. So we were doing that, and then it just El Rey was looking to have a new show that kind of fit the Lucha Underground, which is that's really popular on their show, and that's how it kind of came about.
And it has the style of 24/7, which you can see on HBO, which is all about the boxing, and it's before the fight. But with ours, you get that plus a fight plus a post-fight, which you kind of never see.
Tell us a little bit about the third season that you just did from Sinvergüenza. How's that?
It's crazy. I'm sad that Dennis.
I know. I was telling JM before we started the interview that I actually had an audition for this show, but I had to be here at the zoo, so I couldn't go. Wow. I could have been somebody's lover on this
Okay, but wait,
season.
Sinvergüenza, is that a dating show?
No, it's a telenovela.
Oh, okay. You're trying out for telenovelas now, Dennis?
Well, you know, the audition notice came out, and I had to be here in studio. So,
And he
you
got
know, duty
nominated
calls.
for Best Actor for the second season, correct?
Best Supporting Actor.
Best Supporting
for
Actor
the second
for the
season.
second season.
Congratulations. An award, yeah. But this season is incredible. The filming's been great. There's a lot of more twists and turns. It's very hot.
What is it about?
It's about a family who's dealing with HIV.
Okay.
So actually,
Whoa, interesting.
right now, you know that both of my parents are HIV positive. So how that affects the family. I play the son, so a little bit more educated, kind of helping them how to get treatment, how to get through the emotional process, and how to go from there. So it's a really, really interesting project that was created by Ultimed because they were looking for a way to educate the Latino community on safe sex practices and HIV awareness because we're actually the largest group that's becoming HIV positive.
Of
Now
course.
that's
I've known that,
that's
yeah.
an odd double duty, acting in Sinvergüenza and then producing an MMA show for El Rey Network.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
you're a Renaissance man, my friend.
Yeah.
So where can we watch this telenovela? Where can we find it?
You can watch it on svseries.com.
Okay.
It'll actually be premiering on November 30th. So.
Okay, great. Good to know. Because
All right.
we didn't. Okay, perfect.
So now we're gonna play a little game with you guys.
Okay.
It's called Follow Unfollow. All right, guys. So this is a game where I'm gonna give you two parties, and you're gonna decide which one to follow and which one to unfollow. Okay, whether it's in social media or just life. Okay.
We do it as a team?
Yeah. No, you guys will have your individual answers.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
basically,
can disagree.
yeah, these are the two parties involved because they're not exactly people. Will.i.am's artificial intelligence bot versus Sophia, the robot citizen. Have you heard of Sophia? She's an artificial intelligence-powered robot with the ability to make expressive voices and carry conversations, and she was granted citizenship by Saudi Arabia.
What?
Very weird.
That was on Facebook. I thought that
Yeah.
was fake.
Yeah.
It's real?
No,
It's not.
So
It's
it's real?
no, you're mixing up your fake news and your real news. That's artificial, but it's not fake. Now, in similar news,
That was clear.
Will.i.am raised $117 million in venture capital funds to make an artificial intelligence-powered smart assistant that will be used by T-Mobile. So humanity's days are numbered, and we have to pick a side. Who do you think is someone that you want to follow? Who do you want to unfollow? Will.i.am's artificial intelligence bot on the phone, or Sophia, the robot citizen, which to me sounds like a sex bot. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm honestly freaked out by both, so I think I'd
that is the future.
unfollow. Yeah.
I'll follow Sophia.
Just because she's a girl.
You know what? Should we do one more follow and follow? Oh no, okay, we're running out of time. I think that was enough.
What a
for
tease
once.
he is.
I know.
Time for another one.
I'd rather have the intelligence on my phone. Like I would follow Will.i.am. I'd rather
I don't
have
want
it.
intelligence on my phone at all. I want the
It is pretty intelligent as it is, but
No, it's
Sophia
smart, not
is
intelligent.
creepy and she's bald.
But imagine how much.
So she's not that
But you
hot.
can put a wig on.
But imagine how much they know about you already. That's freaking me out.
Think about how much your social media like curation
Oh, yeah,
knows
I know.
about you. You know.
Oh, come
Listen,
on.
guys, I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm a big fan of the show. Catch Bushido Battleground on El Rey Network. What day and what time?
Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Awesome.
Good stuff.